not going to be posting a lot more about these OCs, the OCs that are on the screen, because I am coming up with new characters and new OCs, and because of that, I just thought that I would explain the lore around these set of characters, because I feel like I've been posting a lot of random videos, and I know what they mean, but you guys don't know what they mean. So because of that, I have their names on the screen and stuff, and Exclaimer. Like, there's going to be a lot of things happening in the same time period, and I'll try my best to explain, but I don't know if I'll be able to, so all this is going to be very, very detailed and happening at the same time, so I hope that you will be able to pay attention and like go along with it, but I'm not really sure. Okay, so basically the first thing that I wanted to mention before I start explaining the lore is that Jasmine and Jazzy are actually the same person. Jasmine is when Jazzy went to high school, and then Jazzy is after Jasmine changed her name because she went to the experimentation center, and it's after she escaped. Okay, now we'll start. Jasmine, Asher, Lucas, Seal, and Oliver, all of them went to the same high school. Jasmine, before she went to the experimentation hospital, Jasmine had straight A's. She was like the star student. She was 100% perfect. Seal was really, really quiet. Everybody thought that Jasmine was perfect, but Jasmine is actually lesbian, and Jasmine and Seal were friends. Seal would help Jasmine with her homework. It would be like the opposite, you know, and they would study together. And Jasmine got feelings for Seal, and after Seal got a boyfriend, that boyfriend, he was like also really, really popular. He was actually like abusive to Seal and like manipulated her, and because of that, Jasmine murdered Seal's first boyfriend, which was him, and Seal reported her to the police because she was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that my friend murdered my boyfriend. So Jasmine got taken away, and at the mental hospital, she met Jules. While everybody was in high school, Jules was at the mental hospital. Jules was an orphan. They found her on the side of the street, and then she got brought to the experimentation center because the orphanage couldn't take her, and there she met Varian. Varian's mom dropped her off when she was very, very little, and because of that, Varian was like a sister figure to Jules, and both of them got experimented on, but basically one day, because Jules was about to get an eye surgery, and because of that, she wouldn't be able to see, that Varian stood up to her, and because of that, Varian died, which is why it says dead, and after that, Jules was really sad. She became really, really quiet, and she was just, like, submissive. Like, she let them do anything they, like, if they wanted to experiment on her, she would let them do it, but then Jasmine came to the hospital because they didn't know what to do with her, and then Jazzy kind of replaced Varian. Not replaced, but like she was that new sister figure that Jules needed. While Jazzy was at the hospital, her and Jules created a plan to escape, but the thing is, Jules knew that only one of them would be able to get there because she knew like the security things because she was there for so long. So because of that, once it came their time to escape, because Jules really, really loved Jazzy, she let Jazzy escape, and she like fended off the guards while she escaped. So Jazzy ended up escaping, but Jules died in the process. Now I want to talk about Olivia. Olivia's parents are all agents, and because of that, they enrolled her in a special high school for agents, which is why Olivia did not go to the same high school as the other kids. And there she met Claw. Claw and Olivia were rivals since the very, very beginning. But the one difference is that Olivia was not aggressive or violent, but Claw bullied Olivia really, really bad. Then, after Olivia got promoted, Olivia actually got promoted to a higher rank than Claw. And Olivia was put on a mission to find Jazzy because Jazzy escaped from the experimentation hospital. And while Olivia and Jazzy were fighting, Jazzy escaped. And because of that, Olivia got fired from her job, and because of that, she became someone who liked to drink. Not an alcoholic, but just somebody who enjoyed alcohol and would go to it for relief, but not an alcoholic. She wasn't addicted. There she met Ruby. Ruby is a bartender, but the thing is, Ruby really, really hated her job. She still does. Well, she hates her job as a bartender. And basically, Ruby just really wanted to get out and have some adventure. So after one night, Olivia was drunk, and she opened up about being an agent. And then Olivia was like, oh my goodness, you know what? You should go find Jazzy, and then after that, you can go back and be like, I caught her, and then you can have revenge on Claw, and I can go with you. And Olivia was like, are you sure? I don't want you to go with me. And then she was like, just trust me. And so after that, they set on a journey, not a journey, but like a mission to find Jazzy. Okay, Lucas and Asher. Basically, during high school, Lucas had a crush on Jasmine, and Asher had a crush on Lucas. So yeah, it was kind of complicated, but yeah, Lucas is straight, Asher is gay, and after high school, Lucas and Asher, they had no clue where Jasmine went because all of it was really underground, because nobody wanted to know that in their city they had an experimentation center. So basically, Lucas became a police officer, and Asher became like a tech person. He worked at a tech company, and he created tech, but he really, really wanted to be an inventor. I also just wanted to say that Lucas and Asher are best friends. Okay, so Jazzy, she was hiding out. She had a disguise on. That was a girl who you might have seen. She has like a heart sweater and wears a skirt, and her eye is covered because Jazzy has an eye injury because of that she has that weird other eye. But basically, Jazzy in her disguise was sitting in an alleyway because she was escaping, and Lucas and Asher were walking by, and Lucas was like, oh my goodness, that looks like Jasmine. And because of that, because Lucas is really, really kind, Lucas offered Jazzy a place to stay in the apartment that Lucas and Asher rented together and were roommates in. And she said yes. And because of that, because Asher really, really wanted to be an inventor, Jazzy asked him, and all of them, they worked together to create weapons and like devices that would help Jazzy. None of them knew why she wanted it, but they just went along with it because all of them were happy, because Asher got to do what he liked. Lucas now had a crush on Jazzy, who was disguised because he had a crush on Jasmine. And Jasmine was like, okay, I can use these two people to get leverage and be able to win, and I won't have to hide anymore. Now, I just wanted to say, Lucas had no clue that Jazzy, that the girl that was living in his apartment was actually Jazzy, a criminal, because he's a police officer. So he was supposed to like catch criminals, and she was a criminal, but he had no clue that she was actually a criminal. So he let a criminal stay in his apartment. Seal. Okay, so Seal and Oliver, this is going to be a huge time skip back into the past, but after Seal graduated high school, she became an author, and she started to write books about her trauma that she experienced with her boyfriend getting killed by her best friends, things like that, like murders, high school, love, romance, all of them in the same book. And her books were really, really popular, and she was like basically famous, and because of that, she would travel the world. Oliver, he was an artist. Oliver is Jasmine's brother, yes, and he is an artist, even though he's like low-key a bad boy and like rides a motorcycle and stuff. But he did not have inspiration, and because of that, he got a job because there was an offer, and he became Seal's bodyguard. Because after Jasmine killed somebody who Seal loved, she got really, really like scared, and she has anxiety because of that. She's really nervous, and Oliver is her personal bodyguard, and he comes around the world with her and do all the things. And by doing that, he has to protect Seal, but he also gets to see the world and get inspiration for his art. Okay, so all that happened at the same time. So after all that happened, basically, after Jazzy lost somebody who she considered family, Jules, she realized what she did and how it actually harmed Seal, because Jazzy thought that she was helping Seal by eliminating somebody who was causing her pain, but Seal didn't realize that he was causing her pain by manipulating her. So that's why she reported him. So that's why she reported Jazzy. So Jazzy, because Seal and Oliver are traveling the world for Seal's different literature awards, Jazzy is following them, trying to apologize. At the same time, Olivia and Ruby are trying to arrest Jazzy, and they're following her around the world. And then Oliver, whenever she sees Jazzy or sees a photo, he does research, he actually stops her. Oliver stops Jazzy from coming near Seal without Seal even knowing it. But the thing is, Oliver doesn't know that Jazzy is trying to apologize because he never lets her speak before she's like, go, or I'll have to fight you. And Lucas and Asher are making stuff and technology for Jazzy. So technically my lore is just a big circle with death and miscommunication and just action-packed stuff. And there's like different confrontations. But yes, that is the lore for my characters that I created. I'm sorry if this video was super, super confusing. It was confusing for me, and I didn't really know how to make it, but because I'm not going to be posting a lot about these characters, I thought that you guys should know what you've been watching. Bye!